I met a gypsy.
In 2021, the Star Racing team purchased the goat farm and has spent the last 4 years transforming it into the perfect training and testing grounds for motocross and supercross. The entire racing program, from engine development to rider development, takes place under one roof. This facility is one of a kind, and it's not surprising that Star has been so dominant.
So right now the boys are out here doing some sprint laps. They had a little bit of a warm up, and yeah, now they're all just getting in sprints. We're standing on the Arlington Supercross layout. So if you watch Arlington this year, you might remember this layout. So there's 3 Supercross tracks here at the Star facility, and they're all replicas of a track that they'll race through the season. So this is a crazy, crazy setup, and these boys are all throwing down.
Broken after the first ride?
I'd go pretty good now.
It does. Is that, we're 15 minutes?
15 laps, not minutes.
Okay.
Today, like every day, Cole will be doing a race simulation with his teammates. Teammates like Michael Mosman, West Coast Points leader Haiden Deegan, 2022 champ Christian Craig, and Cooper Webb, who's just 2 weekends away from potentially clinching his 3rd 450 Supercross title. With 2 championships on the line, it is a wild week to be at Star Racing. In racing, the stopwatch doesn't lie, and in this environment, there's nowhere to hide. And if you're off the pace, you know it, the team knows it, and with Deegan running with the 450 boys in the front of the train, your title rival knows it too. The saying iron sharpens iron comes to mind, and the level of intensity each rider is exposed to daily is through the roof. This level of intensity comes at the price of having nowhere to hide on your bad days. And today is one of those days.
That's pretty fucking good. Alright, so also have that in mind. You want to ride the bike fucking slow, it's not going to handle either way. Like you came into that turn fucking about as slow as you could have come into the turn 2. So if you want to test the bike, ride it fucking properly.
This is Gareth Swanepoel, team trainer and coach at Star Racing. Swanee raced in the World Championship for 10 years before moving to the US to race for Star. After 3 years on the team, he began to work as a trainer for Cooper Webb and soon became responsible for the entire Star roster. You'll be hard-pressed to find someone who has a bad word to say about the South African trainer, but with Bobby Reagan as his boss, he doesn't have time for bullshit. These are the days that most Supercross fans don't get to see. The rest of the team have left for the day, but But after being dropped in his moto, Cole and the team stay behind to look for answers. I'm guessing these are the times that some give up and look for tomorrow.
Before we go back, let's try one more thing and just see what you think. Just to give us.
Let's try a different front tire, right? Because like right now, think about when there's a little bit of traction, that turn there was really good.
Entry to the turn, it just wants to push, go straight.
I feel like it almost wants to turn too much from the tires.
It wants to turn too much on entry.
Yeah. But I'm struggling with it. They're almost high, but it like sagged down.
Sag down on exits.
Like when I went to see bounce that double, it almost felt like it just sagged. .48.7.
Fastest lap of the day.
Yeah.
How's your fastest lap of the day?
What was that?
48.7.
Felt better. That change before in the whoops felt so good though.
Either way, like that lap's comparable.
Yeah.
I still think like this weekend in Salt Lake, you could be in hard pack conditions, and you probably should know what that does. Because you might have that in your back pocket. You might say like, man, I remember when I rode that felt like this on the hard pack shit. Now we're at a hard pack race. I want you to know what it feels like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Joining us now in the booth here on Race Day Live, Jace McAlpine. Jace,
What's up,
Gypsy Tales
boys?
Podcast. Thanks for joining us, man.
Always a pleasure. On the Tuesday moto, Cole was not ripping. With all the boys, everyone, this Tuesday, and got out there, he worked on his bike, he was the last guy on the track, did his fastest lap time of the day on the last lap, but he gets back into the Star locker room and he just says, I get paid on Saturday. That mindset to be a 17-year-old, like, you know, you see guys like Dunge would famously never be the fastest guy through the weekend, but then would lap the dudes that they were training with.
And you have to have enough confidence in yourself to say exactly what Cole said. I get paid on Saturdays, and you, whatever your process is, you have to stick to it.
And believe it.
And believe it, which is much, much easier said than done, especially at 17.